Good morning and welcome to our thought for today. It's Saturday morning and it's the 14th of January. And amazingly, though it's bitterly cold and 2 below freezing, the sun is shining. The snow has gone. And it's a beautiful morning, like a spring morning, but it's winter. Our thought for today is twofold. The first is a Christian reflection for the thought for today, and the second one is more for the heart, from the amazing late Father John O'Donoghue and his wonderful book, To Bless the Space Between Us. But first we read our reflection for the 14th of January. In the Acts of the Apostles, in verse 34-35, we read, God shows no partiality, but in every nation anyone who fears him is acceptable to him. God for the world. The Old Testament prophets occasionally expressed insights concerning the God of Israel, as indeed the God of all people. Elijah and Elisha performed miracles of healing in the name of their God upon individuals outside the family of Israel. Jesus certainly gave evidence that God is a universal God, even though his own 3-year mission was directed primarily to ministering among the Jews. Peter, in his post-resurrection ministry, was beginning to realize the implications of Jesus' death and resurrection and his own response to them, finally acknowledging and timidly obeying the charge of the Lord to communicate the saving message of God incarnate to the Gentiles as well as to the Jews. Christ's first disciples were fallible creatures who had to grow in faith, as do all believers. And as with us, so their vision and their responsibility had to be enlarged until it embraced the whole human family. And that includes all faiths. As children of God, disciples of Christ, and the brothers and sisters of Peter, we will either grow in our understanding of Christ's ultimate mission, initiated by his baptism, or we will stagnate. The mission of God was and is to all the world. While our immediate parishes or arenas of service may be very small, our vision must encircle the world, and our love and concern must be available to every human being. And we have a beautiful reflective prayer here. Creator and master of all creation, and including all of its human creatures, and Redeemer through Christ of all, who will recognize and embrace Jesus Christ as Saviour and Lord. While my arena of activity may be very small, may my vision and compassion encircle this world on which I live. Amen. And I want to share with you a reflection from another great Irish mystic. I consider him to be a mystic, the late Father John O'Donoghue, who left his priesthood to live more of a hermitic life in Connemara on the west coast of Ireland, but his books are truly heart-sensing. And from this lovely book, To Bless the Space Between Us, it is a book of blessings. And my heart is guided to read this for you. The title of the reflection is called For Longing. Blessed be the longing that brought you here and quickens your soul with wonder. May you have the courage to listen to the voice of desire that disturbs you when you have settled for something safe. May you have the wisdom to enter generously into your own unease, to discover the new direction your longing wants you to take. May the forms of your belonging in love, creativity, and friendship be equal to the grandeur and the call of your soul. May the one you long for you. May your dreams gradually reveal the destination of your desire. May a secret providence guide your thought and nurture your feeling. May your mind inhabit your life with the sureness with which your body inhabits the world. And may your heart be never haunted by ghost structures of old damage. May you come to accept your longing as divine urgency. And may you know the urgency with which God longs for you. Oh, I have read that reflection more times than I can care to remember, and each time I read it, I can feel my heart beating faster and the hairs on my neck rising with such gratitude to God for the amazing things that God has done for me, how he picked me up out of the gutter when I was severely mentally ill 20 years ago, through a side effect from Prozac. And though I lost everything, I gained everything. I gained freedom to live a simple life, devoid of material attachment. I own nothing, but I have everything. I have no cravings like I used to have to live in a posh house, which I did do, a 7-bedroom by the sea. All of that's gone. And comparing yourself to others and making yourself poorly because you feel intimidated by their wealth or their status. The journey today is a journey of the heart. And God touches our heart. And he impregnates our heart with so much love that our only desire is to be of service to God. And that is to surrender yourself, your life, and just do what God asks of you, to be of service and to bring only love, where there's no hidden agenda to control, to manipulate, to abuse, to disempower. Only the ability to receive God's love. So let us just be still for a moment and just visualize the young man Jesus knocking on your heart. He's asking you to let him in. You're hesitant because of all former teachings to be afraid of God. But Jesus is persistent in his knocking. And he whispers to your soul, please allow me in, so that I can empower you today to take back your power and reclaim your divinity, all that you are, and experience the love of your God. And now you choose whether to open that door or keep it firmly shut with fear, anxiety, restlessness, maybe anger and unforgiveness. The choice is yours. I wish you a blessed day, and I pray from my heart that the words I've shared with you resonate with your heart too. Have a good day, but remember this: The more you run away from God, wait for it, the more he'll run after you. Because God has only one agenda, and that is to bring you back into the fold of love and to be loved. Take care now, and thank you for being here.